Everybody, this is Dr. Smith here of Chanel T. Smith Consulting. And as you may know, I help doctoral students fast track their degrees without having to put their life on hold. Today is a really good topic for me. I don't know if you saw the post, but I'll just read it. The topic is rejecting the wrong feedback. And I have to thank Dr. Mitzi Smith for giving me that topic for discussion the other day. So I said, rejecting the wrong feedback. It happens, especially by persons of color, and particularly of persons of color toward female professors of color. It's a trick of the trade, a mark of the enemy, a byproduct of a system of educational oppression. You've gotten used to getting good grades, few, if any, marks for correction on your papers. You've breezed by in your classes, and then you get a professor who's a person of color, perhaps a female, and your world is rocked. When you get their feedback requesting improvement, you are taken aback. Nay, you are incensed. How dare they? When in fact, that is the feedback you should have been getting all along. To improve your writing, to enhance your critical thinking skills, fine tune your project, and make you an even greater asset to your field of study. Discern. Do not outright reject this feedback. Most often, it is the feedback that you need, the feedback you should have been getting all along. Listen and learn. It is provided in love. The reason why I want to bring this up today is because it is something that I just don't understand if it's something in the water or something in the food or the culture where it gets ingrained in us as if a person of color, especially a woman, if their expertise is not as good or on a higher scale or falls lower in the hierarchy of knowledge. And that's not true. And I know this isn't true because even I have fallen into that trap when I was doing my doctoral work. And I'll tell you, it happened to me where I went to a particular female professor and I had asked her if she could actually be a leader on one of my exams. And she told me no. And I was angry, very angry. I kept in the meeting, I kept telling her things and she just kept calling my excuses left and right, left and right. I wanted to reject everything that she was saying because I thought she just had it out for me. When I went in there, I just knew that she was going to help me because she was a Black woman. I was a Black woman, but it doesn't work that way. And we should not approach Black female professors as if we're going to get a hookup or if, things should go our way. And I learned a lot from that conversation. Now, fast forward about 3 years or what have you, or 3 to 4 years. Now I'm a professor and I'm getting the same type of engagement with students of color, mostly female students of color, actually. Some who will say, first day of the semester, I see that I have, 3 final papers around the same time. Can I get an extension of yours? Really? The first day of class, you want an extension on my paper. Why not the other professor's papers who happen to be white? Right? Or they think that it's a debate when I give feedback on their paper as if I'm the one who is wrong and I didn't understand what they were trying to convey. That is not the case. You got the feedback that you earned. I got the feedback from that professor that I needed to have. It was a great learning experience. And I'll tell you that years down the line, as a matter of fact, I think it was not even 2 years ago, I saw that professor again and I went up to her and I said, I get it. And thank you. And I'm sorry. And it was a powerful moment. I mean, she still helped me to this day, but I wanted her to know that I appreciated her not backing down. I appreciated her letting me know that this type of stuff happens. And no matter what, you have to stand flat footed and resist it. Right. And so I want to publicly thank Dr. Lynn Westfield for helping me to be the type of professor in that regard that I am today, because it has proven to be a great asset in the way that I am, in the way that I teach my students, and the things that I will and will not allow. And so when Dr. Mitzi Smith brought up this issue of rejecting the wrong feedback, it hit home on multiple levels, as I just explained to you. So it is imperative for all students, particularly students of color and not just females, to take a step back, as I said in the description for this video, slow your roll and stop the presses, right? Discern, listen to what we are telling you. We have your best interest at heart. What you need to be doing is figuring out why all the other professors are giving you these stellar grades and have nothing to say about the flow of your prose, your argumentation, your critical thinking skills, when in fact someone else, a person of color, is. That should make you think a little bit, right? And so the interesting thing is that it also happens in my business, right? Well, you all know I'm a consultant for doctoral students, and I have literally had several potential clients that my colleagues have said they referred to me, and yet they never called or anything because they signed up with someone who wasn't a person of color. I have no issue whatsoever about that. But what is interesting and ironic and actually funny to me is when they circle back and come back to me because they weren't getting the feedback that they needed. They weren't getting the advice that they needed. I am not one to coddle my clients. You are not hiring me to hold your hand and say, oh, you're doing a great job. No, you are hiring me to get you through, to get you finished. I do not mince words. You can ask any one of my mentees or any of my clients, they will tell you, I will get you through. It'll be some tough love. I will ask you, so when are we setting this deadline? Why aren't we doing it the week before? Why are you doing it this way? Why are you second guessing yourself? Right? When I hear you saying, or I'm thinking there are excuses about why you can't get your work done, I'm going to go right back as to why you want to get a doctorate in the first place. Well, I don't know. You should know why you want to get a doctorate, right? Is there an issue that you want to change? Is there some type of oppression you want to stop? Is there a particular community that you want to help? You need to know these things. And so I ask the tough questions. As a person of color who's a female, sometimes it is not received well, right? And I love having these Zooms because I can always see my clients' expression. And I'll ask them, what is that face for? Well, no one's ever put it to me like that before. And you have to wonder and ask yourself, why, right? So I'm going to in this live stream about rejecting the wrong feedback. And I want you to be hesitant, right, to immediately reject feedback or advice that you are given from your Black professors, or not just Black, people of color, professors who are persons of color, especially female. Okay. And on that note, I'm open to having you tell me any topics that you are interested in me discussing, to write a post about, to do an off the cuff live stream that I'm doing right now on. I also invite you to join the PhD tribe on Facebook. Just search the PhD tribe, no periods in there, on Facebook. And we have great conversations. I also offer some promotionals and give tips and advice on there as well. And I invite you to check out my new website. I got a new one and it is wonderful. My website is ChanelTSmithConsulting.com. That's ShanelTSmith.consulting.com. And on that note, I hope that you have a great day. I invite you to schedule a call with me if you just want to discuss what you're struggling with, the primary thing you're struggling with in your program, and whether or not I can help you. And we'll go from there. I do have a promotional going on. My best product or service is my 90-day program, but I am offering during this time a 30-day program for those who want to get started but do not want to do a 90-day commitment, or they don't want to invest that much money for 90 days because of the times in which we are. But invest in the help that you need. I'm here. Schedule a call, email me. You know how to contact me, and stop rejecting the wrong feedback. Have a good one.